Hey everyone, FLG Studios here. It's been, let me look, 5 months since our last update. 5 months? And we're still not finished? I need to go back working. Thanks for joining today's conference. Don't forget to wish us the game on Steam, and we will see you next time. Whoops, over there.
Just kidding. Over the last few months, we have been working hard on a playable demo. The demo will feature a boss fight in the snowy mountains, as well as a mushroom biome filled with platforming challenges, combat, and small puzzles. There you will encounter the creatures that inhabit this biome and get to experience how exploring the world will actually feel like. At least that's what you're going to do 70% of your time playing the game. So for us, it's essential to know if it actually feels nice.
While developing the mushroom biome, we realized just how important it is to create a world that feels believable and immersive. We don't think it's necessary that every single detail has to be scientifically correct. What's more important is that the world follows its own rules and feels logical. Whenever we create a new enemy or creature, we try to ask ourselves, how do these creatures affect the world around them, and vice versa.
A good example for this is the exploding mushroom. It exists in two different stages. The first is a floating jellyfish-like creature that explodes when interacted with. The second is a mushroom tree that represents the origin and the reproduction cycle of these creatures. It's details like this that make the creatures feel less like random enemies and more like actual parts of the ecosystem, helping to maintain immersion throughout the game world. At least that's our goal. Obviously, the player will have to decide whether this was just nice in theory or actually feels nice in game.
Besides working on the demo, we have also spent a lot of time restructuring our systems so they can scale better in the future. Hopefully, this will make development much easier and give us more flexibility moving forward. And as always in game development, you start a 30 minutes task, and after 8 hours, you seem to be halfway through.
We also update our Steam page, which was long overdue. The capsule art especially needed a major overhaul. The old version wasn't particularly eye-catching, intended to disappear among all the other games in Steam's search results. That's why we focused heavily on strong contrast and more striking design for the new capsule art, which we think turned out pretty well. And while we are already talking about Steam, if you like the project, feel free to wishlist the game.
We can also recommend occasionally working on smaller creative ideas. It's a great way to stay motivated and take a break from repetitive work and large overwhelming projects. That's exactly how some of our smaller mechanics came to life. For example, we've created a snowman that players can build themselves, adding a little fun interaction with the world. We've also been experimenting with a minecart mechanic. It's still in early stages, but we already have some exciting ideas for how it could be used in the future. And finally, we've added a fishing hook mechanic. Using it, the player can pull enemies and other interactive objects toward themselves, creating all sorts of fun ways to interact with the environment.
And that's all for this update. We are hoping with an unreasonable amount of luck that the demo will release later this year, but we can't make any promises just yet. If you do like to support the project, consider wishlist the game on Steam and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in 5 months. In the next devlog. Bye.
Ciao!